Hey everyone, how's it going? Welcome to the Campfire Games podcast. My name is George. I am the marketing director and also a Unity programmer. And then I'm with Chris, who is the one of the company directors and also does the art.
Yep. How's it going, everyone? My name's Chris. I do a lot of the 3D modeling and background stuff in the games. And yeah, I kind of run like the businessy side of stuff, so making sure that the company exists more than anything else.
Yes, which is very helpful. So I apologise in advance for if this podcast is not very good because it's our first time doing it, but we'll see how we go. So I think one of the topics we wanted to talk about was the game we're making, because we are making a game because we're a game studio.
Yeah.
And we're starting off with a small mobile game. We haven't named it yet, have we?
No, I think our project is still called Mobile Game.
Do you want to talk about the basic idea of the game?
Yeah, I can do real quick. So we're working on a game. Yeah, as I said, I was going to say a game called, but we don't actually have a name. We're working on the game. It's going to be a story kind of role-playing game for mobile devices. So the main concept will be that you're kind of like an old JRPG game. You're traveling through levels, but we include the concept of permadeath. So your allied characters within the game will be randomly generated. So their stats, what they look like, all that kind of stuff will be based off some algorithm. And then if one of the characters dies in your party, then they're dead, which means you have to go back to the tavern, recruit someone else, and that kind of stuff.
We're going to have randomly generated characters as well, which is going to be pretty cool. So there's going to be kind of infinite. Cool.
Yeah. So hopefully it'll be pretty replayable and all that kind of stuff. So.
Yeah, we hope to have. When do we have to have the demo done by? Is it end of next month?
I wouldn't like to say now, but I think the plan is on the end of next month for the demo, and the plan for now is we're gonna make that demo free, but I think that'll be only like 1/5 of the final game or whatever.
Yeah, it's gonna be quite a small snippet of the game. Okay.
So we're calling it Chapter 1, and then you guys will be able to play that, and then we'll be like, hey, what do you think? What should be changed? And then you can tell us.
Yes, so, I mean, if you want to give us feedback, probably the best place to find out all our stuff is just our website, campfiregames.co.uk. You can subscribe to our mailing list. We've got all our social media stuff. Our Discord server, join that. It's kind of dead at the moment. Yeah,
there's not much going on, but I mean, that's you guys' job to make it alive.
That's what we've been working on. We might throw up some maybe snippets of what we've made in a bit. But I was thinking next thing we could talk about maybe is what we've been playing, what games we've been playing. I could probably start by saying not much. I've been quite busy. I used to play a lot of Overwatch, not so much anymore.
I played Overwatch for a little bit and then realised I was very bad at it.
Yeah, I used to be quite good, but not so much anymore. I've kind of become a bit rusty. I don't really know what else I've been playing really. Just like small games here and there whenever I get time. I'm playing quite a few retro games. I played some Quake the other day.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, I've got my retro PC. It's pretty old school, Windows 98.
a box PC.
Yeah, I can show you actually. I've got it right there. There you go. It's over there.
Nice.
Yeah, thank you. My collection is.
How many PCs do you have in that one of yours?
Quite a few. I can count them if you want.
I see a Mac.
There's one down here hiding away. I got this one the other day. It's another one.
My goodness.
This one's actually on the old school PC. I can make that up. Give it a second.
You're such a nerd.
A few seconds. There we go.
Okay.
It's coming to life. Yeah, that works. There's two more down here. There's another one down there. There's about at least, I'd say, 6 laptops under there.
Like, my goodness, dude.
There's also an Xbox 360 and an original Xbox down there as well. And of course I got my main PC down the other side.
And of course there's also the important pizza delivery bag.
Oh yeah, I got that. That was from Freshers Week, I think. I still have it. I still use it.
I did 2 years
it's
ago.
held together quite well. I've got to be honest. It's quite high quality. Oh, there's at least another few computers down there. Like there's a motherboard here. I've just got a few. The one there.
I'm really impressed with the amount of just computer bits.
Oh, there's a hard drive on my desk too, actually. Oh, and I've also got a processor. I've got this. There's an old Pentium 2. I've got that. We've got a bit off topic here, haven't we? We're talking about games. What have you been playing?
Yeah, no, I mean, honestly, not much either. It's like been playing mostly Fall Guys because you can just keep playing it, and I don't have an attention span anymore. So, like, I started Octopath Traveler a few weeks ago, but that game is so big and so expensive that I kind of gave up after 2 hours. I started Ni no Kuni 2, which is also a massive JRPG, and I didn't get very far. I bought Hollow Knight. I need to play. I bought Elder Scrolls Online, which I need to play. I have a backlog of games. I end up just buying games and then not playing them for a while.
Yeah,
So,
I do that. I've got loads of games.
which I think, yeah. I mean, my Steam library is terrifying. But no, so I think at the moment I'm just playing Fall Guys, and I'm gonna do some modded Minecraft at some point. So if I feel like doing that, could be fun.
Nice.
Yeah,
have you played on my server I set up yet?
No, yeah.
I don't
no,
even know if it works.
George set up a modded Minecraft server for me to play on with some friends. So
yeah,
I logged in and that works. But
it does work.
yeah, no, tangents, George.
Oh, okay.
But no, so yeah, I'm just not playing much. I mean, do let us know in the comments what you guys are playing. So I feel like nowadays people are just playing Fall Guys and Among Us.
Yeah. Yeah, oh yeah, I did play some Among Us the other day. Although, have you ever heard of a game called Unfortunate Spacemen?
No, what's that?
It's basically, I played it before Among Us, and it's, imagine Among Us, but 3D and with guns. And I played that before I knew Among Us existed. And then Among Us, which is, I suppose from a technological standpoint, a worse game, has become really popular. While this game, Unfortunate Spacemen, is dead. And I got really confused when I saw all these memes about what I thought was Unfortunate Spacemen, because it's the exact same concept, even in space, with spacemen. And it came up before Among Us. Anyway, I'm sort of salty about that.
So salty.
Yeah.
I mean, Among Us kind of grew out of nowhere.
I mean, Among Us is fun.
It's insane just like luck that they've had the developers then they come out like 2 years ago and suddenly went massive out of nowhere. That's insane.
I think partly because it's really easy to run and like get into, and all the people who aren't really into games normally can like still play it on their phone for free. I think that helps.
Yeah, I mean that's fair.
Yeah, cross-platform. I think they were going to make it in Among Us too, but then they scrapped it. Now they're just going to upgrade the original one, something like that. Which I suppose is pretty cool.
No, it's like they decided that the player base is already just getting big on Among Us one.
Yeah, exactly. Why split it up?
Yeah. What are our next conversation topics for this podcast, George?
I think the only other thing we were going to talk about is like maybe some news and also at some point community questions.
Yeah, I mean, okay, community questions are going to have to wait. So I should probably just talk generally about what we want to do with this podcast real quick, because this is an introduction episode or anything. Yeah. So this is episode 1. So you guys that watch it, you're the first to watching our podcast. So good job. So we're calling this the Around the Campfire podcast.
I believe so. Yes.
Which sound like with Campfire games that talk around the campfire.
Yeah. So we could actually have a campfire though. We did have a campfire.
Hey, we should make a campfire and then just sit around the campfire and just take a picture and then never have a campfire again. So we're going to be trying to release this weekly or bi-weekly depending on how busy we get. But the plan is once a week if we can. We're going to be releasing this podcast where it won't always be us. We're going to have guests as we go, and hopefully the rest of our team might pop in now and then.
Yes, it's more than just us. I don't think we mentioned that.
Yeah,
there's four
of us. Yeah. If you want to learn more about our team, we'll have our about sections on the website, so you can get to know us and follow our socials. But yeah, the Around the Campfire podcast is going to be just us and some other people talking once a week or so about whatever we want. Really, at Campfire Games we want to create a company that's community driven. So we want to work with you guys to create our games, and for that point we thought, well, we should interact with the community. So this is our weekly point where we're going to be talking about what we've been working on, what any other plans we have. If there's any questions, this will be the first place where we get to ask you guys what you guys want for the game. So this will be your first point of call, basically. So it's going to be just us talking about if there's anything massive going on in the game industry, talk about that. But generally just talking about what we're doing, what we're working on, what we're playing, and any topics that we decide as we go, basically. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. So. Okay. Yeah, we are going to be a little. It's going to take us a while to get used to it. So if we act a little bit stilted or awkward, I apologize in advance.
We are trying. So I'm not sure what else. What should we talk about next?
I mean, how have you been coping with the virus situation, which we're not allowed to talk about on YouTube, are we? I don't think we're allowed to name it. I don't think we're allowed to name it. We're allowed to talk about it.
That's stupid.
I don't think you're allowed to name it.
I'm pretty sure you're allowed to name it. We're going to name it. Coronavirus. There you go.
The no virus.
I'd be very surprised if you can't name it. I think you're just not allowed to spread misinformation. I think it's probably what they care about.
The no virus. How have you been dealing about the no virus about the last 6 months? And it's been a while.
Yeah, I mean, obviously to start with, the lockdown was a bit it was pretty different to a normal life. But for me, I've pretty much gone back to normal. I still go to work. My part-time job. I'm still doing work here. Like most of what we do can be done, just like without needing to go anywhere specific. Just getting out to commit and all that stuff. So yeah, I'm pretty much feel like I'm back to normal. I still go to the pub. So that's.
I mean, as a British man, that's the most important.
Exactly. Right? How about you?
I mean, honestly, I think it's been a little bit tougher on me because I don't have a job or anything to go out to do. Yeah. So I do end up just indoors all day every day, which is fine. But I enjoy going outside. So no, it's been a bit long, but we've set up a company during the virus, so this is fun.
Yes, it's certainly interesting.
Maybe one day this podcast will be in person if we manage to get an office and are legally allowed to sit next to each other.
Yeah, that would be that'd be nice. Hopefully, I mean, I think we can sit opposite each other. There's the whole 2 meters. Well, not if we're in tier 2 restrictions, but if we weren't, then we could sit near each other. Anyway, we're getting distracted. I have another topic that I've just thought of. Why is your hair blue?
My hair? Oh, jeez. Okay, this is a long story. So back in April, we did a charity live stream through our university society thing. So we were raising money for a charity. Which am I allowed to name the charity?
I don't know if I'm the person to ask, but yes. Why not? Yeah. I don't think there's any restrictions. You can do whatever you want.
Yeah, this is our podcast. We can do whatever we want
to it.
Yeah. So we were raising money for an amazing charity called Special Effect. What they do is they work on creating. They create specific equipment so that people with disabilities can play video games. So I promised back then that I would dye my hair blue if we hit a certain threshold of money, and I didn't do it. So I didn't do it for a few months, and people kept reminding me. Our good friend Taylor kept reminding me. But no, so about I think last week now, we raised money again for Special Effect, and I ended up dyeing my hair blue. So. My hair is now blue.
Yeah, it kind of matches the whole outfit.
It matches everything. I'm just wearing blue.
Colour,
technically, my t-shirt is black, but it's still just blue because of the light. When are you dyeing your luscious hair blue?
I'm not sure I'm gonna dye it, but I'm definitely gonna have it cut at some point because it's getting a bit unruly. It's quite long now. It's down to my shoulder. Yeah. But I'm not sure. I'm not sure if I feel really bad with dyed hair. I never really thought about it.
I mean, I don't know how in this light it isn't that blue, but it is quite blue. Yeah. So, but so I mean, if we remember, we might put a link to Special Effect in the description if we feel.
I'll throw it up on the screen.
Is it there? Is it there?
It can be there. I mean, I do actually happen to have. I can just drag my window over. There you go. It's right there. I've got it open in my browser.
Is it there?
It's
somewhere.
It's just on. It's covering your face right now. I'm not doing that for I annoy myself in anything.
Future George. Future George. No, so Special Effect. If you do want to support it, go ahead. They do some really cool job and cool work, and people with disabilities can play video games, so they might as well.
Of course, there's I don't know. There's that. There's lots of ways they can play video games, but there's that Xbox accessibility controller they made a little while ago.
It looks insane. That controller is. Yeah. It's like a million buttons and a million.
I remember learning about accessibility stuff, at college and stuff. There's some pretty cool weird devices they can use to use computers. It's like this one I can't remember what it's called. It's like a suck thing, and they basically they puff into it, and then that controls if they click.
It's insane.
It's quite interesting.
I know there's some cool technology with I think it's eye tracker.
The eye trackers,
which are pretty cool. I mean. They're really cool stuff. Okay, I was gonna ask a question, but then I forgot.
Oh, that's
so. We'll just keep. We're gonna be rambling for most of this, but
Yes, that's what podcasts are really. You just keep. It's kind of like being on the radio. You just have to just come up with a load of stuff. Just keep talking. keep your
your boys radio presenters, George and Chris.
I think you make a pretty good radio host.
Hey,
at least with radio, you can kind of recover. Like you can play music and then think about what you're going to say next.
Wait, that's the fun. Yeah, radio hosting must be so much easier because you just said. I mean, no offense to radio presenters out there. I'm sure you do a great
they're
job.
still pretty skilled as well, better than us.
But like, if I was a radio presenter and it's like, there's a day where I just didn't want to work, I'd be like, yeah, we're listening to the 10-hour soundtrack to, and just now and then stop and go, yeah.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. That was a great track. Oh, yeah. Next one.
And another track for you boys. No, so we don't want this to just be our podcast, obviously. So we also want to interact with you guys. So obviously we can't. We could have sent out a social media post before recording, but that would have taking
recording and them actually seeing it. It's going to be it's going to be time difference. So.
Yep. So. The plan is that you guys can also send us messages. We want to do some Q&A or kind of segments.
Yeah, I think at some point in the future, once we've figured this out a bit more, we could try doing it live, and then we can just have just have comments come up.
Wow, that would be so scary.
It would, but it would also make it a lot easier.
Yeah, because we could
in terms of having comments, so you can just read them. Yeah.
It's not just us having to fill time for however long this podcast is. We don't know how long it's going to be. You guys can see on the video, but this might be 20 minutes, it might be 2 hours.
It's almost 20 minutes. We're at 18 minutes. Just hit 18 minutes.
Nice.
So we're doing all right. We're doing all right.
So we're doing good. Yeah. So I'm trying to. I did have a question to ask you.
Well, hopefully it will come back to
you. Here's a random question, just
okay.
for the sake of curiosity. What's behind you, George? What's those things on the shelves? You got?
Oh, you want to see more stuff?
You got so much stuff. I see a TARDIS. I see a Dalek.
Yeah, so they've got some interesting. Well, some of those things have some interesting stories. I say they're not that interesting. This I got given, this Dalek, with the broken. It's just broken at the front. I got given this by a friend when I was like 10, and I kept it.
Was it broken when you got it?
It was broken when I got it. It's got a button here. I don't think the batteries in that have long died. What else intrigued you?
There's a boomerang?
Yep. I bought this a few years ago now. I bought it at a zoo, hoping it would be an actual boomerang, and then me and I met with someone. One of my friend's dads knew how to use boomerangs. Had some and threw them. I have no clue. He said that it was all just for show and it's not actually a real functioning boomerang. So I was a bit disappointed, but it now lives up there. What else are you curious on?
Is that like a kind of arcade grabbing machine? Like something at the bottom.
Yeah, that is. I haven't used it for a while. It's quite cool actually when it is set up. I've had to take the top off because it wouldn't fit, and that's what that other red thing next to it is. It's the bit that goes on the top. But basically, you fill it with sweets, and then you put in money. It's like a money box, and then it would let you grab the candy. And if you got it, then you do it come out. It's actually quite cool.
I want it.
I should set it up again. I haven't used it for a few years.
I mean, if people are interested, they could have a look on our. We can maybe post a video of it on our.
If people are really curious, and I think I got like 5 years ago, then yes, you.
Question is future George going to make our Twitter handle appear somewhere around me?
Yes, I will. I'll do that. I will do that.
What is our Twitter handle? It's like Campfire Games 2.
2, yeah.
Why is it Campfire Games 2?
I just typed in Campfire Games, and Twitter tried to be helpful. I think it was like, oh yeah, you can have that, but you have to be number 2. But it didn't tell me that. It just made it. So that's our Twitter handle.
Cheers. Talking about Campfire Games, George, can you tell us a little bit? I mean, in case people don't know, what is Campfire Games? What are we as a company? What do we strive to be?
We strive to be a community-driven company. Although
what does that mean?
I don't want to bore the audience because I'm pretty sure you went into that to start.
Yeah, but we're going to go back to it.
Come on, we can come up with a new topic. We don't know what we are. Campfiregames.co.uk. That's our website.
Okay, and we have a Twitter. We have
all the social media links literally on the homepage. Like you just got them all at the bottom. You can even email us if you really want.
And we will probably answer.
Probably. I think we don't get that many emails. I'm pretty sure we could answer. We don't really have the excuse of it being buried in our inbox. I've got another thing. I was curious. I'd be interested to know if anyone would be interested in us having a Campfire Games Minecraft server, because I have a server and I should probably put it to use, and then we could have like a community server, and yeah, I think that'd be pretty fun.
Yeah, I mean,
but if no one's going to use it, then I won't bother. So if anyone actually watches this, would you be interested?
People are interested. That'd be cool.
Yeah, would you be interested?
And then you can build stuff that are definitely safe for work stuff, right?
Yeah. Yes.
Yeah, I mean, I guess that mostly covers what we're talking about. Unless you have any final thoughts. I mean, how long have we been talking for to make sure?
We've been going 22 minutes. So okay. I think for an introduction, that's not too bad.
Yeah, I mean, yeah. So as we go, we will try and get better at go on point. We'll have people join us. We'll interact with you guys.
Yes.
So.
We'll make it better. Is the short.
Make it better. We'll get good.
We'll try our best. So yeah, thank you very much for watching our first podcast, episode 1 of Around the Campfire.
This is episode 001.
00. Okay, it's episode 0 if you want to be a programmer. Start at 0. Anyway, thank you for watching. Goodbye.
Yeah. Do follow us on our socials and all that kind of stuff.
Yes, Campfire Games.
Catch you guys later.
See ya.